Good morning, folks. Yes, I know it's been a little while. Time to get back on track and start getting some of these episodes knocked out. I've got a lot of episodes to still complete, not just for this character, but for my Agent of Yesterday character too. So today we continue our journey of the Gamma Arc. We are now on the search. Let's begin.
The Founders have asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of our territory. The Hur'q aren't as numerous there. We should be able to gather intelligence on them while we render aid to the Dominion forces in that sector. Founder Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Starfleet vessel Defiant. Counselor Garrick will be commanding a small Cardassian fleet as well. We will meet them in the Dosi system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Hur'q presence there. Join us there as soon as possible.
Alrighty, let's go.
Remember, victory is life.
Yes, I know. Okay, so am I going to DS9 or am I going to... So I gotta go to the Gamma Quadrant and go to the Dosi system, okay. Alright, off to the Gamma Quadrant. Our first visit, well, my first visit, it's not his first visit, he came from the Gamma Quadrant. My first visit to the Gamma Quadrant since this update has been released. And we're going to the Dosi system. Is it not my active mission? It should be. It's my primary. Oh, okay, there we go. Now it's my primary. There we go. Oh, wow, it's a lot closer than I thought it was. Alright, off to the Dosi system. Now, this whole zone is a battle zone, so that I'm not going to deal with that. Let's begin.
You've arrived. Good. We need to stop the Hur'q before they attack the Dosi homeworld. The Alliance has sent ships to assist us, but we're the front line until they arrive. I hope you're ready to make a stand.
Honor the Founders. Destroy the Hur'q. Victory is life! The Founders with your efforts. Take this opportunity to learn what you can about the Hur'q. As the Vorta are fond of saying, knowledge is power. Any tactical intel you gather here will be of use to all who stand against the enemy. Consider this your next test. Victory is life.
Victory is life. Wow, that's an interesting looking ship for Odo's flagship. This doesn't even look inhabited. That's how bad it looks.
This planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, chemosite, and several components used in the production of the white. This world is of no tactical or economic value to the Founders. I see little reason for the Hur'q to attack it, and yet, riddles may amuse the Vorta, but I prefer truth and action. Wait! I'm reading more Hur'q inbound!
They're going for the station.
Oh, that's a station? That was the flagship.
What are they after? We should scan the station once we're done with this. The station is a basic resource transport hub, not exceptionally old. No life signs on sensors. It looks abandoned. I'm picking up trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but there's nothing of note here, unless the Hur'q are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place, in that it's completely uninteresting to everyone but the Hur'q.
I don't think the answers we're looking for are here.
Don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress signal over here. You should take a look.
Press that door minigame.
Looks like it's a Ferengi signal of uncertain origin coming from the Karema system. I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have bitten off more than he can chew again.
Is that really a good use of our time? The Karemans are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems for the Dominion. I'm confident they can deal with the Hur'q on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karema is a part of the Dominion, and an important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Hur'q wise?
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karema. We're ready to go warp when you are. Let's get this over with.
Let's go.
Where did all these ships come from?
And here we are, the Karema system. Let's address Garrick's concerns, find out what Quark needs, and deal with it.
I live to serve the Founders.
Far be it for me to question the word of a founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors. I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this miscommunication.
Garrick, the Dominion flagship is hailing us.
Your presence is not required here. Explain yourself.
Apologies, Founder.
It's not our intent to cause trouble, Founder. We followed a distress signal from our good friend Hur'q, and we take the lives of our friends very seriously. I am curious about your presence here and the large number of Jem'Hadar vessels accompanying you. You see, Odo told us that his fleet was the only one left to defend the Dominion. That clearly isn't the case.
As are we. Karema is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it.
Yes, Founder.
Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Hur'q as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you. How unfortunate.
Continue.
If you don't mind, we would still like to enter Karemen space and assist our good friend in his hour of need. Surely, that would be acceptable, yes?
I will take responsibility for their actions in Karemen space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk. Exercise caution, Odo. It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over Karema.
Thank you, Founder.
It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
So, business as usual.
Exactly, Captain.
This shows that the minions are a lot more prepared than they thought they were. The Alliance thought they were. You gotta remember, I'm actually part of this. Even I don't know everything. Some of the time we're probably keeping stuff in Odo too. That bad, but still pushed me away. Well, we'll go to Kremlin if we get some butts. Kremlin. No response. First, I'm trying to handle frequencies, but I'm not getting Nothing in return. Keep trying.
My sensors are showing a broad band of interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Kareman hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency to use for communications?
Assign them a new frequency.
Hello? Can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Hur'q. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit. We're trapped!
Okay, you must be mistaken, Kremen.
Combat is notoriously chaotic. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Hur'q and help the Karemans.
As you say, Founder.
I wonder. Ah, yes. We should try to find Hur'q soon. It's quite possible he's the only Ferengi on the planet. A deep-range sensor scan should locate him.
We'll scan for Ferengi life signs. Took a few scans. We found the Ferengi life sign first. It's surrounded by a handful of Kremens and a large number of Hur'q. There's a lot of interference in the area, so we can't get transporter lock on him at this time.
Fine. The wonder of anyone would come. Took you long enough. Is Garrick with you? Tell him. Found the package. So he better get here fast if he wants to go on pace. Running out of time here. The Hur'q are closing in. Get me out of here. Poor Odo's right wrong wheels will finally come down.
We're coming, Hur'q.
We need to get Hur'q out quickly before he has an encounter with the Hur'q of the fatal variety. Let's go down together while Captain Kieran and the ambassador cover our ships in orbit. We'll have to beam down outside of Hur'q's location. I suggest bringing some pattern enhancers along. We may need them to beam out once we find him.
Right. I don't even know how many. I have a couple that aren't out there yet. So the ISO, Tomax, and Vorso are the three that aren't with me. See how this turns out. It's going to take a minute to load.
We're about as close to Hur'q's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to make the rest of the journey the old-fashioned way. Shall we?
Let's go.
Hur'q's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in.
Or if they're going to bring that Kremen.
How convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look.
I want to look. I want to look somewhere. I want to look around. Alright, now we can go down. Looks like they've adjusted their lighting effects a little bit too, it looks like.
Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors.
Well, that's how the founders designed it.
Ah, more Hur'q. Seems we're in the right place. My tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door. Unfortunately, the Kremen security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity. There are a number of Kremen life signs nearby, however. One of them might be able to help us reach Hur'q.
Understood. Alright, well, let's go investigate this way first.
It. I was gonna get eaten by one of those things. Can't say I like that idea much, so, thanks, whoever you are. You're not police or military, well, Kremen military anyway. What brought you down here to the middle of hell?
Looking for a Ferengi.
Oh, him. Think I saw my brother and some of his men hustle the little grifter into a vault before those monsters got in here. Good luck getting him out of there. Wait, that was rude. You just saved my life. Let me return the favor. One of my brother's people should be able to open the door for you. Find them, and you're all set.
Got it. On to the next room. Which way? Which one should we go to? First, and then first
Perhaps
time.
waiting here would be best. The outer world is still a mess.
So it's been like what? I mean, I know the Dosi were very brief in the DS9 series. Was that the planet they were on at the time? That's the question.
Am I glad to see you? Thought for sure we'd be safe from those things down here. Caves do a number on sensors and transporters, but that didn't slow them down much. Filthy creatures. If you don't mind my asking, why are you here? You're not with Kremen Defense. Are you mercenaries? Private security?
No, we're looking for a Ferengi.
That'd be Hur'q then. Only Ferengi around here that I know of, anyway. He's in a secure vault, not far from here, with another VIP. Look, I owe you my life, but I don't have the code to get to Hur'q. There are others nearby. One of them should have it. Help them, and I'll make sure they open the door for you. I swear it.
Very well. I guess we gotta go get one more. Go get the last room.
The other Dominion ships just left the system. We're on our own.
The door's right there. I'll stay here while you save everyone.
Enemy target.
Forgot I should probably be looking for consoles too.
Thanks for the timely rescue. I don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye to all the contraband you've seen down here? It'd save me the trouble of shooting you later. Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet? Anyway, you're clearly not Kremen police, so what brings you down here?
I'm a Jem'Hadar. How hard could I tell what I am? We're looking for a Ferengi named Hur'q. See, it doesn't look like they set this up to be...
Yeah, I know him. Little guy, big ears, flashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon. And we locked him up in a secure room when the shooting started. Big spender like that should be kept safe. Tell you what, help us out with all these Hur'qs, Gurks, and whatever you call them. Help us, and I'll help you. Deal?
Yeah, see, that's the thing is they didn't gear this to have a different dialogue for Jem'Hadar. Help everyone else. Let's go to get Hur'q.
All right, I'll wait for you here. Try not to die, okay?
Gee, thank you. Thank you for your lack of confidence. Okay,
And here we all are, alive and kicking. Wonderful! We had a deal, and I'm not about to back out on it, especially since you're all so well-armed and cranky. Not the kind of people I want to cross. Yeah, that can't be good. Door's open. You'd better get a move on. Your pal sounds a little stressed.
It's not my friend. Well, not really. I don't really think he actually...
It's good to see you too, Hur'q. I see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Kremen tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Hur'q.
I see. Thank you, Hur'q. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
Is it another one of those... Oh, I actually lost a soldier. Huh. Ah, there we go.
It would appear that the Hur'q burrowed this way to bypass the doors above. And unlike most burrowing creatures, the Hur'q actually ate their way through the ground.
Interesting. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's what I want to check. Oh, so it's just completing the episodes. Oh, I didn't claim the last one. Oops. That's that. This is that gamma recruit stuff. Oh yeah. For this character, I'm going to concentrate solely on the gamma marks. I guess I should have grabbed the Romulan ones too, but nope, most of this is going to be Gamma, because I'll get a crap load of Romulan if I actually get to go back and do any of those other missions besides the main quest missions for the Jem'Hadar. Which I don't know if I do, because it doesn't look like it. Let's see if this is the... Oh, what if they got the actor to play that did this character in the original in DS9?
Not the Liberators I was expecting, but thank you nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bakelba. Our situation has gone from bad to worse, and we have the Dominion to thank for it. Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone. The Dominion stood by while the Hur'q attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate, their fleet opened fire. They mean to punish us for our defiance.
Founders do not value rebellion. Alright, Hur'q.
Well, First Minister, it looks like my distress call was heard. We're saved. Thank you. Looks like your reputation for getting things done is well deserved.
You're welcome.
And as for you, Garrick, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karema was under a Dominion blockade and in the middle of a Hur'q invasion. Do Cardassians go senile? Oh, don't answer that. I don't want to know. What I do know is you're not paying me enough for this aggravation.
Calm down, Hur'q. You're safe now. First, you need to set up pattern enhancers in order to get block beam everyone out of your location. Okay.
The Hur'q are leaving. For now.
I have a feeling that those Dominion have something to do with all this Hur'q stuff going on.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garrick.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
Now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about this technological wonder we've acquired.
What is it exactly?
I have my suspicions, of course. Suffice it to say, I believe you'll find its purpose of great interest to all concerned parties. My main curiosity lies in what the Ambassador will have to say about it. I propose we get to the bottom of this together.
Very well.
Excellent. I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard Odo's flagship.
Tread carefully. It's not wise to challenge a founder.
So I have come to understand. That being said, I have a great deal of respect for the Ambassador. In the event that I cause offense, I trust you'll defend his honor in an appropriate fashion. Shall we proceed?
What is this?
Stand down, all of you. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garrick?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema. Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Kareman military tech, perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador. It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Hur'q. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garrick.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device. On Bajor.
On Bajor? When?
Right after the recent Hur'q attack, I'm afraid. Captain, scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garrick's right. These devices call the Hur'q, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy. So I found a high-value target and led the Hur'q to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk. You have to understand that.
That's what you got. That's what you deserve.
You put my entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please, continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied.
We just got done fighting another war with the
to save billions
Zenkethi.
more. But there's more to this than a staged Hur'q attack. The other Founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo. Or should I say, Founder?
Trust me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The Captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
You have no idea.
This is unexpected. The Founders have put useful allies at risk here. While the Karimin should be punished for their rebellion, they should also be given a chance to atone and return to the Dominion. It is not our place to question the will of the Founders, but a good soldier strives to know what he can do about the battlefield and the challenges it may present. Remain vigilant and keep me appraised. Victory is life.
What are you thinking, Elder?
Our gods keep their own counsel in the end. It is not our place to question them. And yet, we follow them because they have given us life. We pledge that life to them and earn it through our victories. But if a god's creations are valueless, why create them? And if they have value, why destroy them? Can a god be unworthy of worship?
I don't know, Elder. Depends on the situation.
I trust you understand the need for security here. What you've heard today is not to be discussed with anyone else, understood? No one, not even another Founder.
As you command, Founder. Well, your girlfriend Founder's still around somewhere. I don't know if she's back in the Dominion, because I don't think that was her that we talked to at the blockade. Alright, Lewis, what do you have to say about all this?
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your Founder's side, hanging on her every word?
Excuse me?
It is a message from said Founder that brings me here now. She would remind you of your purpose, to serve the Dominion as a whole.
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the Ambassador shares his wisdom and guidance with me. Truly, he is a most benevolent god. Why should I not serve him? He is a Founder, after all.
Hello?
Serve the Founders, yes, but also serve them well. Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served the Founders well, quite possibly to the moment her unfortunate life came to its conclusion. As we both know, she was greatly mistaken.
Yeah, it was part of the 2800 that disappeared during the Dominion War.
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Weyoun.
His predecessors.
Have you forgotten his
I think there was
sins?
at least 2 of them.
I know the Founders haven't.
I know you work directly for a founder, but you should remember your place. It's very impolite to eavesdrop and interrupt a private conversation between your superiors. Perhaps you need a
Apologies. Sorry. I just wanted to hear what you guys were talking about.
Quite the revelation, don't you think? It will be interesting to see how the powers that be respond to all this. For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships. There'll be more time to speak about this matter later.
Indeed. Are you ready to return? Yes. Alright, well that is that.
We have heard much today. The wisdom of the gods is not always evident to soldiers like ourselves, but I trust Founder Odo. I believe we should continue to serve him. He seeks to save the Dominion from the Hur'q, and he may well be our best hope in doing that. Speak of what you have learned today with no one, especially Weyoun. I do not believe his intentions are always in the Dominion's best interests. Return to your duties. I will contact you when Founder Odo is ready to move forward with his plan.
Oh, so the Jem'Hadar get a Kremen freighter to call, like the Romulans get a Suliban sphere, the humans get the Azura, and the Klingons get whoever they get. I think I'll go with this.
Remember,
congratulations on
victory is life.
Doomed to repeat. That will be the next episode. Well, that is that as we continue our journey.
Founder Odo has something of interest
yet.
in the Masan system.
Not yet. I'm not talking to you yet. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Till next time. Later.